It's only been like 3 days since I last recorded, but I actually have some updates, so I'm going ahead and doing that while I have the house to myself. My kids are currently at swimming lessons, and Michael is at work, so I'm always more comfortable when I'm doing this alone. This is actually take two of me doing this because the first time I did it, there was just too much background noise. Because, like I said in that video, well, you wouldn't have seen. I live on the main drag, and the weather is actually kind of decent outside, so we've got the windows open. And, yeah, so we get a lot of semis and stuff that go by. And then, of course, if somebody decided to mow their lawn at the same time, and all of that just really was noticeable in the background. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to redo it. So I drank that third cup of coffee and got myself something to eat. And now I'm here with my fourth cup of coffee because it has been a night and a morning. So, yeah. With that, I had D&D last night. Always fun. Lots of laughs. Always laughs. They, of course, gave me grief because I was finishing the Crown of Midnight last night before D&D started. Which I knew they'd give me flack because I still wasn't reading The Eye of the World. But I am now. So, yeah, we had D&D last night, which we go until midnight. And then I was a little wired after that, so it took me about an hour. Yeah, about an hour to actually get to sleep. And then I woke up in the middle of the night because I was really itchy and hot. Because, it's summertime. I've only got a fan in my room. And I, of course, still had to have 3 blankets on me. Granted, none of them are very heavy, but still the 3 of them together, it was dumb. I shouldn't have done it. And I won't make that mistake again. Because, yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night. I had heat rash. Bad. All down my back, sides, my knees had it, some of my arms had it. It was bad and uncomfortable, and I didn't realize what it was at first. I thought I was having an allergic reaction to something, and I didn't know what, because nothing was different. So I didn't know what the hell was happening to me. So, yeah. But I got some help putting some cream on, like itchy cream type of stuff on, and that kind of helped with the itch a little bit, but the rash still kind of got worse throughout the night. So, yeah, I woke up early this morning and just kind of sat myself in front of the fan, and that seemed to help. Like, I still had the rash, but it didn't itch or burn as much. So I started Googling a heat rash. And none of most of the pictures didn't match what mine looked like, except for a couple that actually did look like what I had. So I decided to take a cold shower and see if that helped, and lo and behold, it did. So I am happy. I still have like a couple of spots that are a little rashy because, I couldn't take a completely cold shower. I just can't do it. But it was very cold compared to what I normally do. So most of the rash is gone now, and the rest of it is disappearing slowly. I'll put like a cold rag on it or something to help it go away. So yeah, I I don't know why I'm getting it so easily today, but I think it's probably because I'm also sunburned, so my skin is already hot on top of everything else. So I wonder if maybe that's what uh, triggered everything. That and being covered up in 3 blankets. So yeah, it was a long night because it took me a little while to go back to sleep because I was uncomfortable, to say the least. And then I woke up early and I just couldn't go back to sleep. Just because I couldn't, and then I shouldn't because I had to get the kids ready for swimming lessons. So, yeah. So, I'm hyped up on coffee. Would you want me any other way? I'm boring otherwise. So, yeah. Obviously, I finished Crown of Midnight. By the time everybody started showing up for D&D, I only had like 2 pages left to read. So, I finished it in front of the guys. I love this book so much. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Of course. And it's making it really, really, really hard to move on to the Eye of the World and not the Heir of Fire. So I came up with a plan. So I finished this. Loved it. I picked up this. That way the guys know, hey, I am reading it. But I really, 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 really want to read Heir of Fire. So I came up with a plan. I'm going to read a chapter of this, and then a chapter of this, and then a chapter of this, and 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 so on and so forth until I finish this. Because I know I'll finish this, going chapter by chapter, before I finish this. Maybe. Because I know there's usually, the last 2 books were a lot smaller than this. And they had like 54 chapters in them. I don't know how many chapters this has. I know these chapters are longer, so maybe they actually do have about the same amount of chapters. I don't know. I never did look at that. So, I guess we'll see. Maybe we'll finish it about the same time. Although, I probably won't be able to do that. Maybe I'll just do like, read for an hour of this one, read for an hour of this one, and kind of go back and forth between the two. Because, yeah, reading a chapter of this only takes me a couple of minutes. Like, it doesn't take me long at all. Whereas this is going to take me a lot longer. So, as much as maybe I should do chapter by chapter, maybe I'll do an hour and an hour. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. But we'll wait and see. I'm going to go back and forth no matter what, because these are 2 completely different books, so I should be able to keep them straight very easily. So, yeah, maybe, I don't know which way I'm going to do it now. An hour sounds so much better, because I could get through so much more of this in an hour. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing, because I just want to read this so bad. So, maybe I'll do an hour and an hour. I don't know. We'll have to see. I have to see. I have to focus on this. I promised them I would focus on this. So, either way, for the rest of the month, I'm probably going to focus mainly on this. Because in July, as I said on Saturday, I am going to be doing Camp NaNoWriMo. So I'm going to have to be adding writing to the rotation. Because I still have to work. I still have to take care of kids and the house and babysit. So, yeah. So maybe it'll be like an hour of this, an hour of this, and an hour of writing. Or I may have to cut down on this. But either way, I've got to focus on this. Because I promised. I promised. And I like to keep my promises. I promised. And this is a sucky promise because... Nothing against this book, of course. I mean, I do want to read this book. It's just so chunky. It's going to take me forever. So that's why I want to add this in, because I know I'll more than likely enjoy this book, because it is right up my alley. It really is. And I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. And usually when I hear nothing but amazing things about it, I end up loving it too. So... usually. About 99.9% of the time. But, yeah. But I do need to make this my main focus. For my friends, because I love them. And because I know my one friend has mentioned the empty spot on his bookshelf is driving him crazy. And it would drive me crazy too. I mean, it drives me crazy looking at my bookshelves because... I took out some of the books and took them upstairs to my room. So, because those are my to be read for the summer. I'm going to read as many books that I have up there as I can. So, yeah. So that is where I'm at. 2 amazing sounding books. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm more excited about this one than I am about this one. But the only reason I'm not as excited about this one is due to the sheer size of it. So, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make this my main focus. If I start reading too much of this, I'll put this away for a little bit and focus mostly on this. So, we will see, because... I've got to get through these books. I want to get through these books. So, yeah. I'm sorry if you can still hear the semis. I've done as much as I can. It'll be alright. It won't be as bad because I shut the window that was right by where I'm recording. So, the other window is clear on the other side of the room. So, it shouldn't be so bad. Hopefully it's not so bad for you. Because I don't have enough time to redo this again. So, I'm sorry. Oh, the joys of living on the main drag. At least we have a circle drive, because backing out of it would be a bitch. So, yeah. So, that's all I've got for you this time. I will stop my rambling, and I will let you go. I will talk to you later. Bye!